Welcome back to The Throw-In. I'm Ethan Brander.
And I'm Max von Gries.
This week, we'll be recapping Week 6 and telling you players to look out for in Week 7. To start, let's head over to the Bay Area and talk about the 49ers running back situation. Due to injuries at the 49ers running back room, Elijah Mitchell is being forced into the starting role, and he's been pretty good. Like the past week he played, he didn't have the most carries, but he was averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Now, their last leading rusher in their loss against the Seahawks was Trey Lance, but Trey Lance is out, and very good chance that Jimmy Garoppolo could be out as well because he has a nagging calf injury that might sideline him. But because of that, and because of the injury to George Kittle and everything there, the 49ers are likely going to be forced to lean on their running game more than ever before. And because of that, I think that starting Elijah Mitchell is a great idea for your flex. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think that without a guy like George Kittle, you really don't have a lot of options in terms of who you can go to with the ball. And I think the 49ers do a really good job, at least in the past, of running the ball. And I think Elijah Mitchell is going to pick up that slack, and I think he's going to do great.
Totally agree with you. Kyle Shanahan is an amazing offensive coach. But speaking of great running backs, let's throw it over to Tampa Bay to see if Playoff Lenny's back.
Playoff Lenny, or let's just start calling him regular season Lenny. Leonard Fournette absolutely balled out for the Buccaneers over the weekend as he logged 27 points for fantasy owners. He had 22 rushing attempts for 81 yards and also had 2 touchdowns, not to mention he had 6 receptions for 46 yards receiving as the Buccaneers beat the Eagles. If you have Fournette on your team, you just love seeing that type of production. He's in and out of the offense to begin with, and now he's kind of been put in that situation with a guy like Tom Brady, who you can't go wrong with this guy. I mean, I think he's won a couple Super Bowls.
I think he's won 1 or 2, yeah.
I mean, you surround him with the right pieces, and I think Leonard Fournette is showing up right now, whether that be with the run game and also the passing game. I think chef's kiss that he's doing exceptional right now.
So he's a for sure start for your team this week?
Yes, I definitely start him in either at the running back 2 position or even at the flex. It just depends on who you have on your team. But other than that, what's going on with my boy Jamar Chase Bank?
Jamar Chase is having a hell of a season this year. He is the front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year, sitting at plus 250, according to Vegas Insider. He's currently averaging 92 yards per game and is on track for 1,567 yards. For comparison, Justin Jefferson's record-setting rookie year in 2020, he only had 1,400. Now, if this was a 16-game season, although it's 17 in 2021, Jamar Chase is still on track to beat his 1,400-yard record as he's going for 1,477 yards. The Bengals play a very stingy Ravens defense this week, but I think that the way Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have been playing this season, you cannot bench Jamar Chase this week. He is a great player, and I think he's a viable wide receiver 1. What do you think?
Yeah, unfortunately I have a pretty good wide receiver 1 right now in Devontae Adams, but Terry McLaurin, he's not doing so well right now. So as someone that has Jamar Chase Bank, I'm definitely considering this week throwing him into that wide receiver 2 position, even though they're going against Marlon Humphreys and that very stingy, like you said, Ravens defense. I mean, Joe Burrow is playing phenomenal right now. They got criticism. The Bengals organization got criticism for not drafting an offensive lineman, for drafting Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase can't catch the ball. That's all people ever talked about in the preseason.
Jamar Chase can't catch it because of the white things on the side of the ball, because it's different than college football compared to the NFL.
Is he catching the ball now? I think so.
I think he's catching the ball now. Speaking of that, how did CeeDee Lamb catch the ball this week?
C.D. Mary Had a Little Lamb could not be stopped against the Patriots. A tisket, a tasket. C.D. Lamb put the New England secondary in a casket as Lamb had 9 receptions for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not to mention, one of them was the nail in the coffin for the Patriots as he had the game winning in overtime. Lamb had crucial catches throughout that overtime period that helped America's team pull out with that win.
That was great. And always love seeing the Patriots lose. My best friend, huge Patriots fan. But after that dynasty they've had for the past 20 years, it's great seeing them finally start to lose some games. After Deflategate, Spygate, probably other gates, they've had a lot of cheating, a lot of things that just aren't right, and it's great to see them finally start to lose these games.
But thanks for tuning in this week. Tune in next week to see if the Patriots can continue to lose, and hopefully to continue to lose, because we're both Bill Belichick haters. But thanks again. I'm Max von Gries.
And I'm Ethan Brander.
Tune in next time. Have a great night.